Okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It is China, Joshua, and Elizabeth here. And today we're just going to be sharing our sort of strengths, takeaways, and different changes as we reflect on the course this summer. I will go ahead and go first, starting with those strengths. What I really liked about the course is that I was able to go in and create digital resources that were going to be immersive, they were going to be interactive, and they were also going to be engaging. It really gave us the opportunity to kind of sample some of the instructional design development tools that are out there and that are available. While some of them do have some issues within their free trials and things like that, it really still just gave you sort of a glimpse of what you're able to use if you were to have the full paid version. Another strength is that it really lended itself to be a creative, open-ended space. And for me, this one kind of goes both ways because we did have that open-ended creative aspect, but some weeks that would lead into, you being confused on kind of what you're supposed to be doing or what direction that we want to go in. But also that was kind of the fun part of you were able to really take creative direction. You're able to create what's in your wheelhouse, or you were even able to challenge yourself within your area of expertise. Another strength is really being able to collaborate with fellow future instructional designers. We're all in this course, we're all colleagues, and it was just great to be able to see the different things that our colleagues were creating. So I got to see recipes, I got to see topics from my own class, I got to see even things that would be used in onboarding training, infographics and things that would be used on a college campus. So that was really amazing to see, is just how varied instructional design actually is as a field. Some of the changes that I found, it was a little bit difficult, especially within these busy summer travel months, to kind of balance everyone's schedules and find a time to meet up, work together, and get everything posted within this really rapid, really quick time frame. But nonetheless, I enjoyed meeting with you guys once we were on here and once we were kind of settled in. Um, Again, those free trials, some of the free trials were a little crazy, like my experience with Madcap, but it was nice to even just get that glimpse, to get that taste of it. And then some of those takeaways was really just to have fun when creating these resources. You really have a bunch of opportunity and a bunch of developmental skills available at your fingertips. And so you really just have to dive in and embrace the different softwares and the different development tools that are available to you. And overall, I truly am proud of the things that I was able to make throughout the course. I actually am leaving K through 12, and I've gotten a job working with NASA Space Center Houston in their STEM Pathways education program. So for me, going throughout the journey of this course, now I'm kind of seeing and visualizing how I will be able to use those instructional design platforms within this new role as that STEM pathway specialist, and seeing all of the different things that I can do with it. So I think that's been a great sort of ending, sort of finale to the course, of seeing how now the things that I have learned in these 5 weeks are going to take me into that transitional period, into that career change. So with that, I will lend it to whoever would like to go next.
Okay. I will go next. Um, uh, you guys know we've worked on several assignments together, and it has been a very tough month for me, especially with all the scheduling, me being out of town, everything that happened with my mom. And I do want to say thank you for the patience. Um, the strengths that I got from this course was just learning everything. Everything was new to me. Like the only thing I've used is the Adobe Acrobat, and those were it's only the PDF, um, um, converting it into like a Word document and being able to make those changes. That's the only thing that I had experience with when it came to Adobe products. Like those Adobe products were good. Same as the same way that you're thinking, China, with with the trials. I know for the last one, for the Adobe Express, I did have to like put in my credit card for the 7-day trial. So as soon as I finished my assignment and submitted, like I actually had to go and cancel the subscription, because I know that in the situation that I'm in, I would forget. Um, I did learn that some of those prices, it varied if it was like as a professional, or if you're going to use it as a student, they actually had cheaper prices. So that was one thing that was interesting to me, which I consider a strength. As long as we have that email from school, you get a cheaper price if you want to go ahead and continue with some of those products. What would I change? I wouldn't change anything in the course. I mean, actually, everything was new to me. Everything is something that me as a teacher, like I would love to keep using these products if I didn't have to pay. But it is something that I would enjoy learning more, having more time to experience and just play with them. Um, what was the weakness of the course? I'm gonna say the weakness was that just trying to get adjusted to the times. Um, um, just because it's summer doesn't mean that we're at home doing nothing. Um, so I think that was one of the weaknesses. Um, my own learned understandings and takeaways, everything was new to me. The elevator speech actually was something that helped me because I'm taking another class and we are building an e-portfolio. So that was something that I just needed to put that speech into the elevator speech into 3 sentences. So after I did the elevator speech and I heard what my teammates had to say about it, like that was easier for me in that class to actually have those 3 sentences in my e-portfolio. um i I really enjoyed this class. It was really cool working with other people and actually having an idea that if you're confused, being able to talk to somebody and being on the same boat, see if we have the same questions. I think it was Edwin, the one that created the group. And so that is always a good idea, to stay in touch and know what others are thinking, that I was not the only one confused and had questions. So overall, I think it is a really good course that I would recommend. Thank you.
All right, I guess I'll go. Um, I feel like y'all really covered everything that I wanted to say. I think we all kind of had the same thoughts about that, that it was really a nice big kind of buffet of these are all these different programs and softwares that you can kind of explore and play with. And I really enjoyed that aspect. I feel like personally for myself, I tried to stick with the ones that I knew a little bit. That way I didn't have to go and like learn something brand new. Kind of like I think I stuck mostly with the articulate stuff. So storyline and then rise. I knew that a little bit, so that wasn't like super brand new for me. But then when I did Adobe for our last project, I had never used any Adobe other than like opening a PDF. So when I used that, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so hard. And yeah, like the subscriptions for things are insane, wild. I think I did the same thing you did, Elizabeth. I recorded the video and then I pulled up the Adobe thing and I canceled my account. And I had to click through like 4 or 5 different screens of like, are you sure you want to cancel? Yes, I do not want to spend $40 for this. um, so that part was kind of rough, was just the having to deal with subscriptions and trials and stuff like that and kind of manage all of those. But I think overall that wasn't too big of an issue. I did enjoy being able to have these kind of face-to-face discussions. They were really nice to kind of, you get that like instant feedback. Okay, what am I doing wrong or what am I doing right? What looks nice, what doesn't look nice, and then also kind of to see what other people are making, to give myself a basis of like, okay, this is what other people are making. This is what I can do. These are kind of cool ideas to pull together. So having that just instant I guess like it just instant feedback was really helpful. I felt like it was a bit repetitive though when we would do our video group feedback, and then we would have to go and do discussion board feedback. So it kind of felt like I was just doing a lot of feedback over kind of the same stuff. But I mean, I get that we want to experience and kind of see as many projects as possible. But it did feel a little repetitive at times, especially like the you got to go and reply to 3 more people. Okay, I'll watch another 10-minute video. I'll watch another 20-minute video, and it got tedious for me personally. Um, Scheduling was also really hard. I am on summer, but like y'all both said, I was in Iceland for our very first meeting when we did the elevator pitch. So I was 5 hours ahead. So it was I think I did it with China and Taylor, and it was like 11 p.m. or like midnight when I was doing it. And I was like, oh, I'll be up, I guess it'll be okay. So I stayed up for a very long time working on that one, doing like the peer reviews and all this stuff afterwards. But that was hard. But overall, I think no, not really any big things I would change. Maybe minimize the discussion board or videos, or kind of condense that so it's one kind of thing. But other than that, I think the class worked out really well, and I did enjoy seeing all of you and seeing everyone's work was really cool.
I did not know you had like a 5 hour time change
Yeah,
when we were
yeah, I
doing. You
had
should have told us. I did not know.
I did all of the intro stuff, like the welcome and the orientation stuff. I
Hmm.
did that all on a train
Oh
when
my
I was in
goodness.
Paris because my wife and I went to go see the Taylor Swift concert in France. And so I did all of that on a train. And I was like, the train Wi-Fi is so bad. And I had to do everything on an iPad, and it was just the worst. And I was so annoyed, but
Yeah, that's
it worked out.
I was teaching a summer camp at the time, and whenever like I started going, I didn't know it was going to be. I was there from 8 to 5, and so I was like, the only time I can do is later. Usually, I am like that morning person, get it over
Mm,
with, get it done. And then now that I know you were 5 hours ahead, I'm like, I feel bad.
it worked out. It was fine. I think I ended up staying. It was weird because it's like summertime there, right? And the sun
Mhm.
basically never set. So I think I worked on the reviews and stuff because the iPad took forever. It took me until like 1 or 2 in the morning, and it was still daylight outside, so it wasn't too bad.
That's crazy. Kudos to you. Well, I have enjoyed being able to work with you both kind of often off and on throughout this course. And hopefully I see you guys in some of the other courses that we might have coming up in this upcoming journey. Is there anything else that you guys would like to add or you guys would like to say?
I think we're good.
No, it
All
was
right.
good seeing you, good meeting both of you.
Mhm.
Same.
Yeah, hope to keep seeing y'all in the future.
All right. Sounds great.
Elizabeth, I think you have to stop.